to CW Iowa Live. Lou, along with Jackie and our good friend Rebel Snodgrass from All American Exteriors. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing good, thank you.
You look nice and cozy, man. You look nice and warm.
You look warm.
Yeah. It's hard to be warm today, but I'm working at it.
All right, now speaking of being warm and being cold outside, now when weather gets like this, what about your crews? They still go out and tackle tasks?
Yeah, but they don't get as much work done in a day as I would like them to.
I would imagine. But,
you don't move quite as quickly in the cold.
Right.
But you still have things that they can accomplish.
Yeah. We work year round. We work year round. It's just people don't think about it. You know, when you're in this kind of weather, that's when you appreciate those people that work inside. You know, the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. But then on those really nice days when it's 70 and low humidity, you know, those 4 or 5 days in Iowa.
Right.
That's when the people inside wish that they were working outside. So, you know, we just do what we've got to do and get it done.
Well, in temperatures like this, I think it makes you appreciate good quality products. Like if you're standing next to a window, you can tell if it's a good quality product or not by if the cold air is seeping through or not. And one thing you've always talked about, whether it be your windows, siding, or other things you do for homes, is the quality of your products. And maybe you can't tell by just looking at it, but there is a definite difference.
There's a definite difference in our product. This is our siding here, and you're talking about the cold. It actually adds, you know, another R value. We're looking at about on this, depends on where you rate it at. It's like an R7 here, and it's an R 1.5 here. And so they figure it's, you know, it's an R4, 4.5.
What does
average.
that mean? For someone that doesn't understand what that
R
means.
value, that's your resistance. So an average wall is about an R13 altogether complete. And
okay,
so,
that's with the drywall and the, studding and the insulation and then the outside material and then this on top.
So when you add this type of a siding to your house, you know, we can actually increase your insulating value by about 25%. Okay. Which is really nice.
And does not let the heat escape in this kind of conditions.
It keeps the heat out in the summer. You know, it really goes a long ways to help.
It's the barrier. That separates the two.
It'll help lower your utility costs. You know, and you mentioned about the siding. We talk about it with our windows, and I've done it with my siding, and I bring in the little vials, and it shows you all the different resins, and I wanted to bring in this little chart here to show people.
So what are we looking at here?
This here, well, first off, there is a 4 pieces of siding here that ranges from builder grade all the way to the grade that I use. And so
what is builder grade? What do you consider builder grade?
I consider builder grade trash.
Okay.
I mean, literally, it's better. I would rather see them grind that up and make 5-gallon buckets out of it. It's just
I know it might be hard for you to see at home, but he's flashing a light through there, and you can visibly see a word that says
you can see
sun.
Yeah.
You tilt it a little bit.
Yeah,
but you're able to see that, yeah.
Yeah, you can see the light through it. And then when you come over here, now that's a little bit better grade.
Right, you can see that it's a little more, you know, it's a little more hazy.
Right,
the light beam is a little more hazy.
Then I drop down to the bottom over here. Now that's a virgin vinyl. And you can still read it. It's kind of hard to see there.
But you can still see the circle of light, though.
You can.
Okay, a little tiny.
Not the circle of life, the circle of light.
So, I was getting ready to break out into song there.
Right. And then once you get over to my grade, which is this one right here, you can see, and no matter how bright that light is, you just don't see through it.
He has the flashlight pushed right up against the siding.
And you can see it's very bright. And the reason that I brought this in, I was hoping it would show better than it actually did, but the reason I brought this in is because this is something that people don't think of. Aside for that showing how much better quality it is, if you look at house wraps, Tyvek, Typar, all the different house wraps, if you look at them, they're only rated for so many months of UV rays. You put them on, then you've got to cover them up with siding. Well, if you're covering them up with one of these sidings that the UV rays can penetrate, then it's going to continue to degrade. It's just going to take, or deteriorate. It's just going to take a little bit longer.
I didn't realize that they had a shelf life on that type of wrap.
Yeah. And so somebody like myself that does remodel, we get out there and we remove the siding. It's not uncommon for that paper that's back there that's supposed to protect you from the moisture to be all just tore up. It's just dry rotted and fallen apart. And also those vines, the wild morning glory, grows, and it gets up in behind your siding. It'll grow up in behind your siding, and it just grows up in behind there. That shows you that the UV rays are there because it's sustaining a plant. Even though you
never thought about that.
And I've seen that many a times removing siding.
Really?
Yeah.
But for someone like me, if you're showing me those 4 pieces that you have there, visibly I can't see that there's a difference.
No, and you know, and these are literally pieces of siding that I cut and put in here. So you know, that's why the
So
textures are a little bit different.
The builder grade you have here, would this be like from the box store?
Yeah, a box store.
Box store siding?
Menards, Depot, Lowe's.
Okay.
That's what you're going to buy there.
Okay.
And then this over here, you can see this is a better composite. It's a little bit better. And then when you get down to this bottom one here, that's actually a virgin vinyl, and so it's a heavier made, and it's virgin. It doesn't have the calcium styrates in it and the fillers. But then when the one that doesn't allow any light transmitting through it is the polymers. And I actually had several years ago now at the State Fair a chemist come up and talk to me that worked for DuPont, and he told me, he said, think of it like this. He said, here's 2 molecules of vinyl, here's 2 molecules of polymer. They're tighter wound. And that's why this has an expansion rate half of vinyl. That's why it's paintable, although you wouldn't want to, I would think.
You wouldn't need to.
But that's why you don't have as much problems with it. That's why it's a superior product to put on your home. But because they are so much more intertwined, the light doesn't penetrate.
Okay.
But I like this because for someone like me, I'm like, well, it doesn't look any different, so it must be the same. But you're proving that there is a difference between the qualities of those various products.
Okay, let's talk price point here then, okay? Because you can put the best stuff on the market on someone's house at a very reasonable rate.
Yes, yes. And right now, depending on the quantity, we have everything. All of our products are on sale through the month of December, up to 35% off, being the windows at that. This product right here, I mean, you could save up to $5,000 on a siding job.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, literally. And that is going to be through the month of December. Now, that's not to be done. That's to be purchased in that month.
Purchased or scheduled?
Purchased and scheduled, correct. You know, and then upon purchasing, we'll put you on the schedule. Right now, in all earnest, you don't have to worry. You can get the savings of winter work and not have it done in the winter because we're booking March right now. Okay. And you know what March was last year? I mean, earlier this year, I guess, you know, in March, we were out cutting all the dead flowers back and putting fresh mulch in and getting ready for flowers, you know.
Right.
By April, we had our flowers in the ground and the garden practically planted.
Yeah, because some people might say, well, I don't want to have everything ripped off the side of my house in the middle of the winter.
Right,
well, you have to worry about that because you guys are already booked up.
That's right. That's right. So I'm selling the month of March forward right now. Okay. And you could actually have the winter prices. You have the best of both worlds. So if you know somebody that wants a Christmas present like siding, I'm your guy.
You are. And so you give them a big bow to get for put around
you know
the
what?
tree?
I might get with Lexus and see about getting one of them bows.
Gigantic ones? Okay. Okay.
But we're talking about a high quality product for, like you said, holiday deals, and now is the time to act. If people want to get in touch with you, they want to talk more about how they can improve their home because they're walking by their windows or they're inside their home shivering a little bit. They're realizing it now that they need to do something. How can they get in touch with you?
515-255-4872 or rebel at allamerican4u.com.
Yeah, see, this might also be a good time to get things done too if you want to consider about taxes and getting some home improvement done on your house before the end of the year so you can use it on your taxes next year.
Yep.
You only have a couple of weeks left. So,
yeah, we do have a few of that every year. You know, we have people that do both. They want to purchase and pay up now, and then we have people that go, well, we want to go ahead and get on the books, but we want to do it in January.
Right. So you can
we want to pay in January.
But you can do both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
Perfect.
we sure can.
Well, thank you. Thank you for showing off your new test there this morning.
All right, it's 8:49 right now, and stick around. We will be right back. And when we come back, folks, be careful when you go to your mailbox. At least this one guy had a situation that you're not going to want to miss. That's coming up next.